Now, typically, I've not been an advocate for home theater systems, and typically a good soundbar is more than enough. Today, we're talking about the Sony A5000. It's a new range of soundbars from Sony, but you can add more devices to these and convert this into a full-fledged home theater system. My name is Bharat Nagpal, you're watching iGyan, so let's quickly check this device out. The A5000 is a full-range soundbar. It does have a full 5.1 setup. The soundbar itself has a total of 9 speakers, 2 up-firing speakers, 2 tweeters, 2 subwoofers, 2 front-firing speakers, and a center speaker. But if you're pairing this up with a recent Sony Bravia television and a full range of TVs are supported, then the TV itself can become a part of the sound experience because of the technology that Sony uses, in which it converts the screen into a speaker. This combined gives you a really nice setup, and the soundbar itself contains a spatial audio mapping. So once you place it in your room, it will automatically map your room. And if you do have a Bravia with a camera that can sense your position, it can direct sound towards you and give you a really immersive sound experience. Now, all of this is done seamlessly once you connect over an HDMI cable, and the whole setup is basically a one-touch setup. The sound experience from the A5000 is really impressive, but if you want to take it up a notch, you have a combination of options available. So the SW3 subwoofer or the SW5 subwoofer allow you to get up to 300 watts of additional bass. So you've got the SW5 to check out over here. And then you do have satellite speakers, which will act as your rear surround speakers. And those are the RS3S that we are checking out, but you also have the RS5. That give you additional 180 watts. The RS3 will give you 100 watts of additional rear sound. The good thing about all of this is, unlike typical home theater setups where you would need to wire across your living room and have lots of cables running through, or you have to renovate your house to make sure that the wires are completely hidden inside your walls. But Sony has simplified all of that because the entire home theater setup that you get with these is completely wireless. So all you need to do is plug in the devices to wall outlets or plug points. And then it is a simple one-click setup. It automatically detects the speakers in your house. And if it doesn't even detect the speakers, then all you need to do is there is a single click on the back of the speakers, press that and you're good to go. Once you've paired the A5000 to the subwoofer and the rear speakers, one of the more interesting capabilities is the ability to create phantom speakers. This allows not only the sound to come from typical speaker positions, but it also creates a whole new set of speakers, including speakers on the top of your room, to give you a fully immersed 360 spatial audio experience. Like I mentioned, the setup is a single step process, and you can control everything from your Bravia TV if you have that, or by going into the soundbar as a source and then fine-tuning basic sound profiles. Now, you can leave this on completely auto and it works really well. It'll fine-tune the audio experience as per your surroundings. It'll constantly map the room once you set it up in the beginning, and then it'll set up the sound in the most adequate way. The bass response from the subwoofer is kind of ridiculous, and you basically feel like you're in the middle of the action if you're watching an action movie. The A5000 also has multiple sound inputs. You can also listen to music directly from Spotify, or you can even use Amazon Alexa to initiate commands and also listen to music. You also have the ability to connect a USB drive or simply connect via Bluetooth from your smartphone to listen to music from the A5000. Ability of the soundbar to direct sound from all over the place in a single circular motion is kind of impressive. Now, I would like to make you experience this, but it's kind of difficult to show you that audio experience without a full surround experience. But Sony has some demos that I'll link in the description below, so you guys can go check out those demos. And if you have headphones on, you can sort of get an idea of the sound experience. But this is something that you'll have to walk into a Sony experience center and sit down in the home theater section and basically experience, because without that, you'll not get a full experience of what this audio is like. Now, by any means, this is not an average sound setup. This is really up there with your premium high-end sound setups. But for what you're getting with the kind of audio experience that you're getting, pair that up with the Sony A95K Bravia television and you have a really nice cinema setup at home. Actually, resolution-wise and screen-wise, it's much better than most cinemas out there, and the audio experience is kind of mind-blowing. What I really enjoy out of this is the fact that everything is wireless. It's easy to set up. I've typically hated home theaters because you had to do a lot of fine-tuning. You don't have to do that here, and that is what I like. The price is really high. It's not affordable by any means. So if you're getting into this, think about how much you're going to use it, and if you want to spend the kind of money that this sound setup will require you to invest in. Once you do that, however, it is a really good, really impressive sound experience and feels like a once-in-a-lifetime investment, and you get a really good output from that. We'll have links to everything that we featured along with other options in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, smash like, hit the subscribe. This has been Bharat. You've been watching iGyan. I'll see you in the next one.